What it do, YouTube? It's your boy TC3 back again with another video, man. Another reaction. And today we are reacting to the top 10 most legendary One Piece fights. Now, I'm a big fan of One Piece. I have made it from the journey of episode 1 to fucking Wano. I don't want to hear nobody tell me that I'm not a veteran. So, I want to see which of these fights is really legendary, because I got some that I personally feel are legendary. I want to see if they agree with me. And maybe if you guys agree too. Let me know your favorite fights in the comment section. And since you're here, since I'm looking you dead in your freaking soul, have you liked, commented, and subscribed yet? Oh, that's good. That's good. You fucking liar! Do it! So let's go ahead and get into it. Is this in HD? Is this in HD quality? Yes, it is. Look at Kaido.
For those of us who love shonen anime, it's all about the power, growth, and action. What naturally makes or breaks a shonen anime is its fight scenes. Part of the big three, including Naruto and Bleach, One Piece too comes with its plethora of fights. As a shonen fan, we live from fight to fight.
You know what's crazy? I'm gonna go ahead and share something with you guys before we get into it. I never got into Bleach. Can I call myself an anime watcher if I never personally got into Bleach? I don't know. I couldn't get into it, man. I just couldn't. Like, maybe I should retry that. Maybe do a reaction to Bleach. Let me know in the comments.
Fight. The characters' victories are our victories, and their failures too are also ours. Nothing can be more satisfying than watching a fight scene, whether we're caught up in a power surge or a desperate reversal of fortune. So, for today's video, here are the top 10 fights in the One Piece so far. We start with some nostalgia. Luffy versus Arlong.
This must be the reanimated one, because boy, Luffy looked too clean. He looked too crisp. Damn, that was a good one. I'm not gonna lie, Luffy versus Arlong was definitely a good one. I definitely put it in there, because man, Luffy was about to capsize.
Early in the series, before the Straw Hats cross the Grand Line, Luffy faces Arlong in a fight for Nami's freedom. An arrogant fishman who considers humans to be inferior, Arlong wreaks considerable damage on the Straw Hats with his rapidly regenerating shark teeth and pure physical strength, amplified more so when underwater. At number 10, this fight is as emotionally charged as it is powerful. Arlong's long sword, Kiribachi, is rendered useless, and Luffy demolishes Arlong Park along with its owner in one swift blow.
I almost forgot the sheer magnitude of that fight, because he really did slam that nigga with his foot in the air. Like, oh! He put the fucking foot up and just Katakuri. That shit was wild. That was a tough one. That shit cold. I personally like this one. Like, the idea of Nightmare Luffy, like Luffy showed out so much in the Thriller Bark area. Like, it was just so cold, bro. Like, when they put the shadows in him, and like they put that one samurai shadow in him, and he was just like cold with the fucking sword. That shit was so fucking live. I wish I could see more of it.
Next up at number 9, the Straw Hats go up against the zombie Oars. While Luffy is off looking for Moria, the Straw Hats take it upon themselves to fight Oars, who proves more than a handful. Undeterred, the crew pull off some of the most effortless and creative attacks. It's a rare joy to see the Straw Hats work so well as a team, when in almost every other case, they're off fighting solo. Even when Moria enters Oars' guts, and the Straw Hats seem to be fighting a losing battle, they never give up. Using all, they must analyze and find Oars' weakness, which turns out to be his right arm. With sunrise around the corner, the Straw Hats have bought just enough time for Nightmare Luffy to save the day.
Yeah.
Monkey D. Luffy だぜ。この海のレベル。
We ain't gonna act like that wasn't a cold ass like fight either. Like,
知れば知るほどにそんな夢は見れなくなる。
In the 8th spot, Luffy fights his first Warlord of the Sea, Crocodile, in the Kingdom of Alabasta.
俺はお前を
A man who's eaten the Sansan fruit, Crocodile is by all accounts invincible, more so because Alabasta is all desert. Not only do Luffy's attacks fail to hit Crocodile, the villain leaves our hero close to death not once, but twice. This fight stands out for the sheer persistence with which Luffy goes after the Baroque Works head honcho. To the point of using his own blood to counter Crocodile's sand attacks, Luffy stays on the offensive all the way through. Even when he's grazed by Crocodile's poison hook, he doesn't succumb to the scorpion venom that should have left him paralyzed. A running theme throughout the series, this time too, Luffy is fighting for his nakama, Princess Vivi in this case. Even the cold-blooded Crocodile can't help but eventually be impressed by Luffy's resolve to surpass him to protect his friends right before the young pirate blows him up to the sky, defeated. Coming in.
I give that one to Luffy. That one was crazy as fuck, because it was like, bro, your ass was supposed to die. Sun God was supposed to activate then. Crazy.
And at number 7 are the only 2 lieutenants to make the ranks of the Supernovas.
Fuck it, I ain't gonna cap. Any Wano fight should be above fucking 5. That shit was always good. Every Wano fight to me was like fucking spot on perfect. Look at this.
If you haven't guessed already, it's Zoro versus Killer, or rather Killer's deranged alter ego Gamazo the Manslayer. Not surprisingly, this is no simple sword fight. For one, the two men have 5 blades between them, Gamazo matching Zoro's 3-sword play with a pair of giant scythes. Slashing and swinging to mortally wound if not kill, the two opponents never give their blades a rest. That means we're in for a super fast, supercharged encounter that leaps off the ground and leaves the air pulsing. Blood flows hot and free in the pristine white snow that gently envelopes Ringo, a picturesque region in Wano. In a well-matched fight, Zoro still shows us why he deserves to take on the mantle of the world's greatest showman. Having a scythe pierce his chest doesn't deter him from dispatching his challenger to hell with one last heavenly attack. One Piece may be one of the biggest anime out there, but do you know that it can't be watched legally in some places? Luckily for you, today's sponsor has something to say about it. Introducing ExpressVPN, the #1 VPN service in the world, and Luffy. As at number 6, we have the Rumble Fruit user NL fighting Rubberman Luffy.
I'm not gonna cap. Now that I'm looking, but that fight was definitely somewhere near the top for me, because it was like, and Nell was like, he was bodying people left and fucking right. It was to a point. I'm gonna give it to Oda for that one, because it was like, you wrote that part out so fucking well. I thought Luffy ass was about to get bodied. I was like, bro, how the fuck is he gonna even fight this man? Forgetting he's a rubber man. This is his natural enemy. Even the Nail was surprised. He had that dumbass look on his face.
もしかしてルフィはエネルにとって世界でたった一人の天敵
In the idyllic Sky Island of Skypiea, NL reigns supreme as God with his lightning manipulation powers and mastery of mantra or observation haki, which allows him to predict his opponent's next move. But Luffy's rubber abilities make him NL's natural enemy and capable of negating his lightning bolts. An enraged NL releases his most powerful attack, but the outcome is clear by now. Luffy pulverizes NL, bringing the fight to a ringing end.
His ass.
The most heartbreaking fight on this list, we have 2 friends.
Why they even show this shit? This wasn't even a fight. This wasn't even a fight. This was a one-sided battle. To this day, I'm still mad at Usopp. I don't care what nobody say. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say in the comments. He was an ass for doing that dumbass shit for the Mary. Yeah, bro, this is a ship we all love. Yes, bro, we all took journeys on this ship. Yes, we have been through a lot with this ship. But I'd be damned if you tell me I'm your fucking captain. I'm a devil fruit user. The one thing I need in this fucking world is a reliable fucking ship. I'd be damned if for your stupid ass pleasures that I keep a broken ass ship that can't take us to the fucking Grand Line. That battle had me so fucking heated. This shit had me so mad. I was just like, bro, Usopp leave, bro. Like, I love him. He a good character. I love his fucking character. Love the development. But at that point, I was like, bro, get the fuck.
Luffy and Usopp facing off at number 5.
Monkey D. Luffy! 俺と決闘しろ!
The catalyst is Luffy's decision to call time on their beloved ship, the Going Merry. Usopp doesn't take the news well. Matters escalate to the point where Usopp challenges his captain to a duel, with both staking their pride as men on it. The two begin to fight each other in all sincerity, and Luffy, in the beginning, gets caught up in Usopp's pace. Knowing all his weaknesses, the long-nosed Straw Hat fights earnestly with shuriken, caltrops, and an ingenious use of an impact dial sourced from Skypiea. However, nursing serious injuries inflicted on him earlier by the Frankie family, Usopp is left unconscious after failing to dodge a direct strike from Luffy. As the rest of the crew members look on mortified, even Merry seems to be crying at this harrowing scene. Trying to contain his tears, Luffy leaves the ship to Usopp and walks away, leaving his friend in a crumpled heap. This is the moment our carefree hero realizes what being a captain of a ship truly means.
俺たちはもうこの船には戻れねえから。
Don't get me wrong, it definitely hurt. It definitely hurt watching it, but it was just like, bro, it was such an unnecessary fight, dude. Like, you didn't even have to do all this shit, and your fucking ass still ended up apologizing to get on the new fucking ship. So it was like, what the fuck, bro? Let's be real. Thousand Sunny is way fucking better than the Going fucking Merry. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Definitely, probably the best rank right here. I'd give that one number 4.
No top 10 fight list is complete without the Luffy Doffy Haki spectacle, which makes the cut at number 4.
そうなのか。
What begins as a 2 versus 1 fight is left to Luffy to settle after Doffy incapacitates Law. With both opponents wielding the same conqueror's haki, the level of power and destruction is off the charts. Deep crimson flames leap and explode each time the two tangle. But knowing Luffy, he never disappoints under pressure. And so Gear 4th is revealed. Biting into his forearm, Luffy's upper body expands and his armament haki gleams a dangerous red. Accompanied by Kabuki dramatics, Bounce Man is the most visually striking of Luffy's level ups. In the end, it's Luffy's King Kong gun against Doffy's haki-enhanced 16 Holy Bullets God Thread. And we all know who emerges victorious.
Show it! Crush!
With no haki, a much stronger opponent, and a desperate desire to save Robin, Luffy's fight with Rob Lucci is next to number 3.
Now, I'm not gonna cap, this was another one I was like, golly. CP0, they asses was on 10 for no fucking reason, bro. Like, these motherfuckers were on 10. Fucking Lucci ass was like, I was like, you motherfucker, bro. Somebody need to put a bullet in that man.
Having declared war on the world government at Eni's lobby, the Straw Hats appear stronger and more confident. But before they can reach Robin, they must get past the CP9 agents. The toughest of the lot falls on Luffy's
Oh, it's CP9. I thought it was CP0. I thought they were the secret one.
plate. Lucci, a leopard-human hybrid, proves a formidable opponent. Up against Lucci's body-hardening technique, the captain of the Straw Hats struggles to keep up just with his second gear. A fierce battle leads to Luffy unveiling Gear 3rd. Blowing up his arm into a gigantic bone balloon, he smashes Lucci through a wall and onto a marine battleship. But Luffy can only use Gear 3rd for a minute, shrinking to the size of a child after his time is up. Lucci proves far too strong for Luffy, who is knocked senseless and seems to be out for the count. That's till Usopp throws down his Sogeking mask and urges Luffy to stand up and fight back. A moment that sends shivers down our spines. It's the first time Usopp has faced Luffy as himself after their fight. Spurred on by Usopp, Luffy keeps standing till he eventually knocks out Lucci in an impossible turn of fortune. fights. Yes, it's the sweet general Charlotte Katakuri versus Luffy in the runners-up spot.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie, this list passed, I think, maybe like 5 or 6. Like, this has been like, yeah, these are like definitely top. Knock their ass out.
Big Mom's second son is a master of Conqueror's Haki and has a devil fruit ability like Luffy's. But what sets him apart is his observation Haki, which allows him to see a little into the future. This means he can dodge Luffy's attacks with ease. Convinced that Luffy can't defeat him, he lets his guard down to have tea and donuts in seclusion, only for the Straw Hats captain to gatecrash his little party and expose his face, which is a closely guarded secret. Rage gives way to grudging admiration as Katakuri acknowledges Luffy's tenacity and the two resume their fight, this time as equals. But what makes it a truly worthy contender on this list is that it serves as a window to the characters of both fighters. When Luffy's impaled by Katakuri's spear due to his sister's intervention, the sweet general reveals his gentleman warrior side by stabbing himself and uncovering his face to make the fight fair. And at the very end, when he falls on his back for the very first time in a fight, it's in tribute to Luffy, whom he now considers his first real challenge. A war moment plays out as Luffy returns the favor, covering up his fallen rival's face.
Not gonna lie, Luffy was a real one for that, man. He was a real one. That fight was so fucking good. Like, just to see Snake Man pop out the way that he did, like that was a badass form. I really like Snake Man. I wish we could have saw more of it, or could see more of it. Who knows? We may.
Brings us to the top prize, and number 1 is Luffy, Law, Kid, Zoro, and Kill.
Okay, I'm not mad. This is definitely a good, at least top 3. But let's not act like Roger's Pirates versus Whitebeard Pirates was not a good one either. That was a very good one.
Taking on not 1, but 2
honorable mention to that.
Yonkos in the ongoing Wano arc.
This is crazy.
Having finally reached the roof of Onigaishima, the 5 challengers have an impossible job on their hands: defeat Kaido and Big Mom, who have, unfortunately, formed an unlikely alliance. It's twice the trouble and double the danger. The young ones, who make up almost half of the notorious rookie group called the Supernovas, do start off strong. They come out all guns blazing, putting their biggest moves on display and showing incredible results. Kaido takes a massive hit from Luffy and is knocked out early on in the fight. Big Mom, playing a supporting role, also has her attacks thwarted. With its flashy weapons and extravagant attacks, this fight between 2 of the greatest pirate alliances is all about shock and awe. It manages to keep the audience on the edge of their seats and wondering what's about to come next. While every player in the melee is outstanding, Zoro deserves a special shout out. The ever dependable Straw Hats crew member not only saves his captain from certain death, but also dares to leave a gaping wound on Kaido's dragon body with his newly inherited sword. Since the action is far from over and the last stills tease Kaido being provoked into unveiling a new and dangerous human beast form, the question on everyone's mind is, will the 5 challengers get out of this alive? Victory, I'm afraid, is still a faraway dream. Not that we should ever stop dreaming.
Man, oh man, I ain't gonna lie, I like this list. I like it. There's definitely some I feel like that should have been in it. I can't really think of off the top of my head, but I don't know. I can't really think of too many of them off the top of my head.